What's up? I had to delete some to make room, but they're all on the YouTube channel. We got the archive, unofficial PFlax archive, maintained by one of my mods, Dr. Jonas. Oh my god. Wow. I mean, if you think about it, Twitch has been around. I mean, I've been streaming for 10 years now. There would be thousands and thousands and thousands of hours of VODs if they just said, yeah, we'll keep it all for you. I just think, what percentage of the VODs, who's watching a 6-hour VOD of me from 8 years ago? Do you know what I mean? It's just like not a thing. So yeah, they got rid of it. Did you see this, lad? This was on the, I think it was Livestream Fails subreddit, which isn't what it used to be, but it is what it is. This guy accidentally revealed how much he earns. Streamer I'd never heard of. He makes $450K a month. 25,000 average viewers, which means that he's getting about 100, maybe 120,000 people coming through his stream while he's live. Some of those VODs are useful. Okay, so you've got to watch the VODs to find a funny moment. Like, you'd have to go through so many hours and hours and hours and be like, oh, there's a funny moment. I mean, you'd basically have to watch all the streams again. Total waste of time.
Excuse me, sir, but it's time to goose.
Sarcastic Samurai just resubbed for 28 months. Hello.
Hello. You know what? Lost a lot of viewers once we stopped watching Kitchen Nightmares and doing the bingo. Shame, isn't it? Turns out that the FM journey I thought people were enjoying was not the one.
Excuse me, sir, but it's time to goose.
They just wanted to watch.
Just resubbed for 82 months. LUTON till we Daisy. We're LUTON till we die.
So, once we get a few more people here, I'll explain what I'm doing. I'm raising money for Autistica. There's a campaign that they're running for World Autism Acceptance Month. It's on Tiltify, and once a mod gets here that knows how to do it, I'll add a command that spams a link. But I have to try and see how well I can do with LUTON. So the objective is, because one of the lads at Autistica, Craig, is a big, I think it's Craig, or maybe it's the CEO, not CEO, the head of Autistica, is a LUTON fan. And so the plan was to play Football Manager and try to do as well as possible with LUTON. And I thought, you know what? Sure. So I've only selected one league, just the Premier League, because I just get to do one season with LUTON and see how well we do. All right. Look how quick it is with just the Premier League to run. Good. Well, this is how people spend their time. Are you guys ready? There are two Bayeux Tapestry scholars, and they're arguing about how many penises you can see in the Bayeux Tapestry. It's about how many male genitalia are embroidered into the Bayeux Tapestry. The Oxford professor George Garnett drew worldwide interest 6 years ago when he announced he had totted up 93 penises stitched in to the embroidery. Now, the historian and Bayeux Tapestry scholar Dr. Christopher Monk believes he's found a 94th. 88 of their male appendages are attached to horses and the remainder to human figures. What's that just flew over? Oh, an Airbus, yeah. Crow is very shouty today. Oh, wow. This is a big boy. Get ready for a big one. These two planes just completely crossed paths. Where's he going? Wow. Oh, he's at 16,000 feet. Okay. God damn. Due to medical reasons. What does that mean? Due to medical reasons? He's not injured. Tom Lockyer. Wonder what he had. Oh, wow. Atrial fibrillation. Good lord. So he's out with a heart problem. Yeah, he is. I don't quite know why. I'll respond to it myself. I don't understand why sometimes my staff will just fucking take it upon themselves to turn down transfers. Finalizing is all me. And Plymouth comes in for him and someone just rejected it. I do have a link, I think. See if this works. 125 million quid. How the fuck are we meant to succeed? We start with Spurs. Okay, let's see how this goes anyway. Can any of you take a free kick, lads? Looks like it's going to be Barkley. Yeah. What about penalties? Sure. There are these ducks that live near us. Actually, it might even be a couple of big geese that live near us. I could just hear them. Okay, it's flying over the house, and they pretty much fly over the house. Yes, we do, Red, but this is the link. Thank you, brother. So they fly over the house, and that's great. I love it. You see them like these big fat blobs of duck. They don't fly very elegantly, you know. They look like... But they fly over the house, and as a result of this, they quite often poop on my house. Because they're like, shit on that house while we're going over it. And they're like, yeah. And because there's two of them, and they seem to both poop at the same time, I don't know if they just announce, you know, fire now or something, but they will synchronize pooping on my house. I hear it splatting against the roof and a couple of the windows. And my car. They also pooed on my car. So it's like they're just strafing my house all the time. Bournemouth? I don't live in Bournemouth, dude. That is another Airbus going over. Airbus is doing pretty big business. Pretty much all the planes taken off this morning are Airbuses. Boeing. Oh, God, I would really hate to get inside a Boeing. All right, here we go. All right, lads. Carlton Morris? No. Where's the big lad? This lad. God damn, this team stinks. Wow, this team stinks. No, this is Spurs, isn't it? Thank you, Red. There's goal number 1 of my career at Luton. It's all right, Red. We'll just we'll just bosh it in. I mean, maybe every 30 minutes, maybe if you can, as long as it's not a faff. Crikey, boys. That's not a penalty. It's not even close to being in the box. Thank you, Red. Oh, God. Pedro Porro. That's a good name. Pedro. Come on, lads. Chong? We need to sign a Cheech. That is a dramatic equaliser. Oh my god! Right. Oh! Off the line! Double off the line!
It's time to goose.
What a game here.
Showed me on that just resubbed for 49 months. Flux Goose.
Thank you. Great result, lads. Did you all watch their last movie? Came out a week ago. Ironically, the movie is called Cheech and Chong's Last Movie. Why is that ironic? Are you American? Let me guess you're American. Dave's not here, man. That was the whole thing. Cheech and Chong's Last Movie. It's a documentary. Huh.
Ah, man. That's some heavy shit, man. Hey, man. Am I driving okay?
I think we're parked, man.
Oh, shit. God damn, I was in that shit, man. I never had no dope like that before in my life, man. That's the heaviest shit I ever smoked, man. I mean, I smoked a lot of shit before, man. But goddamn, man, that's heavy shit.
You okay? Easy for about a month. Oh. The cops just went by, man. Hey, hey, man, we're being pulled over, man.
Yeah, that's heavy,
Hey,
man.
it's cops. Hey, they're coming, man.
That's a movie that people went and saw. I smoke weed, I like weed, but let me tell you something. People for whom that is their entire personality, I would say they've either smoked too much or not enough. It's not a big fucking deal. You don't need to make it like, oh mate, yeah, he's so high. Like, if there was a film where it was literally just two guys who just got fucking smashed and talked about how drunk they were, where's the humour in that? It's a bit silly, isn't it? You know what I mean? Like, I don't mind it as a character trait. All their movies are just about weed. Come on. Now we've got to play Burnley. This is actually a big game. Who was that lad that scored for us that I brought on and he scored? What was his name? Oh, he's injured. Half the fucking team is injured. Come on, Luton. God. So with Luton, you start the game £100 million in debt. 120 million, actually. You have no money to spend. Your team is really not very good. Jesus. I don't know, but they owe 100 million. It might have been that they went broke. Either way, you've got a loan of 100 million. Oh. I mean, I will say one of the issues is, you know, if you're a small club that is, it's not about overspending to get to the Premier League. Sometimes it's just, you just don't fucking make enough money. And I don't know how well attended Luton games are. Offside, offside. A mile. Even though this looks like shit, this is not as shit as Luton's actually going. Have you ever seen, this is probably only a UK thing, I guess, maybe not. Like those showrooms that you see for conservatories and like sliding doors and stuff that some places have, where it's like, here, check out all our front doors. And there's just a wall of just front doors or like glass doors. You know those places? That, certainly when I went there, which was a good few years ago now, one whole side of the stadium looks like that. Because it's, I think it's meant to be like the director's boxes and the fancy boxes and things. It doesn't look good. do get parachute payments if you get relegated from the Prem. Because what would happen is teams would come up to the Premier League, and they'd have to increase the contracts for their players, because that's the deal. Is, you know, you get paid more for playing in the Premier League, and in doing that, paying those salaries, they end up going down and still having to pay big salaries for players sometimes, or, you know, they had to buy players, and now they have to pay those players increased amounts than you would in the Championship based on your income, because you don't get as much TV money, you don't get as much advertising revenue, you know, etc. Ugh. So the parachute payments continue to sort of soften the blow of getting relegated, but that does also kind of mean that teams that get relegated end up coming back up again because they're still getting money, you know? The thing is, yo-yoing isn't great, because a lot of the time players that you have signed will have a release clause that says if we get relegated, I go for peanuts. Damn it, boys. It's going to be a tough season. Yeah, we've got a fucking injury crisis. Tell me about it. I know it. I know it. Shakespeare completes move. Shakespeare. We've signed Shakespeare. You guys noticed how often Reddit goes down? Oh shit, watch this. This happened to Mrs. F. She wasn't talking about it, but look at this. This is exactly what a fox did.
For no reason, it's like a dog. But it comes up to you and you feed it. It is
full of fleas.
No, it's not. It gets vetted by there's a vet on the thing. Look, see?
He bit him. So, the fox that bit Mrs. F also bit her on the back of the calf. The way the fox bites him, he's just like, "Arr!" And then he just walks off a tiny bit and just stands there. I like them. I like foxes. I love any animal that can persist in living in and around human beings, and especially in cities. I have nothing but respect for them. We came stomping over and smashed down buildings everywhere, and they have to try and make it on their own. don't get rabies over here, thank goodness. Everybody ready for us to get absolutely spanked? Oh, get up. Be a long game, team. God, he lost the dressing room already. Why are we in the Premier League? Can anyone answer me that? This might be one of the hardest Premier League clubs I've ever seen at the start of the game to have to keep up. They suck. These lads suck. Oh, what a goal! done, lads. Hopefully that's lifted the morale a little bit. Yeah. God, so many injuries as well. Things I would really like them to update how tired players get. Because I feel like it doesn't seem to make enough of a difference whether they're a top player or a League 2 player. If you play a game and then you have 2 days break and another game, the players are like, oh, I'm so tired, oh, I can barely run. So these guys are professional athletes. Like, I'm sorry, but I don't buy the idea that a player could play on a Wednesday or a Thursday and be absolutely shot on the Sunday and just like basically can't play them. It's just daft. Oh wait, that should be, this should be quite a funny little yeah, there we are. Big game. I was reading about something called cluster headaches. Have you guys heard of these? I might have heard them mentioned, but I didn't realize what it was. It sounds fucking terrible. Like, they call them in the medical profession, apparently they call them suicide headaches, because they're so bad that people end up just doing away with themselves because they just cannot handle the headaches. And on the there's like a pain scale out of 10 where you get loads and loads and loads of people to rate how painful something is. And gunshots is like 5 or 6. Childbirth is somewhere around there. These headaches are a 9.7. Man, this team doesn't have a single bright spark. I don't know what the 10 is. I know the box jellyfish sting is meant to be one of the worst pains. And bullet ants, I think, as well, isn't it? Some of the worst pains you can imagine, apparently. Great stuff. God, this is gonna suck.
Nej, dickhead!
Groget just gifted 5 subs.
Thank you. Oh, thank you. Somebody donated. Thank you very much. Thank you, Rami and Vilemeister. Thank you guys a lot. And Rowdy and Anonymous. Someone gave £1 on the 10th of April. Thank you very much. And thank you for the gift subs. I don't want to discuss the issue with the squad. New series of Andor is out. I started watching it yesterday. Gonna watch some more this weekend. So far so good. So far so good. It's so pretty. I mean, these shows. It's just so much money that it costs to make these shows. Didn't that Acolyte cost something like 100 million an episode? Oh, so $22.5 million per episode. But they then think it was more like 30 million. That is insane. So season 1 of Andor cost 250 million. Season 2 cost 290 million. The total cost of both seasons is over 645 million. I mean, honestly, Andor looks gorgeous. and it's really good, like really good. Mike, this is the crazy thing, and I still, when people try to explain it to me, like it makes sense. Like, the explanation for why these shows keep getting made, why Apple lost $1 billion on Apple TV because it just doesn't care, because it's got so much money. Netflix, I don't think Netflix is particularly in a great place. I know Prime has lost a ton of money on making things like Rings of Power and stuff like that. Is that, oh, we just have to persist, and then we'll defeat the other guys, and we'll become the big name in streaming services, and then we win. But they're all just smashing money into making stuff. And all these, I fucking assume that they're just the companies that own them, like Amazon and Apple and Sky, who own Now TV, and, you know, all of these fucking streaming services. They just think, you know, you just got to keep spending money and eventually it'll come good. And then they start to add things. We've got Disney now. We get Disney Plus through our bank account. It's like one of the benefits of the bank account is you get a Disney subscription. But it's a with ads subscription. So you're watching and then suddenly an ad for a fucking cat litter or whatever comes up. Whatever, it's free. You know, I ain't going to complain. But it is a little annoying. So they're not getting any money from me, and I'm sure they've done some deal with the bank so that the bank doesn't have to pay full whack for the subscriptions they're handing out. I just don't understand where it ends. Cool. Run for new pope? Makes you wonder where all the money goes in things like Marvel, which do not look good. Paying the actors is a big thing for those movies because they tend to have like big name actors. I know that in the first Iron Man, Robert Downey Jr. got paid fuck all. And that lad who's gone off the rails, what's his name? The guy who thinks he's invented a new form of maths. Terrence Howard, he got paid more than Robert Downey Jr., like by a lot for that film. Because apparently, like, who was it who had to bankroll Robert Downey Jr. appearing at all? Because the insurance companies wouldn't touch him because he was considered such a liability. Terrence Howard is insane. I think we might get fired, guys.
What about what he was saying is incorrect?
We're going to get into something about multiplication, where Terrence has an issue with multiplication.
I don't have an issue. I don't have an issue with multiplication either.
Well, then 1 times 1 is what?
1 times 1 should equal 2. And action times an action. If you can show me one place in the universe.
But you just shifted
frames. No. Show me one place in the universe. One natural observable phenomenon where 1 times 1 equals 1, where an action times an action doesn't have a reaction.
So what about...
See, he thinks numbers are actions. He's crackers. Like, he seems to think that the numbers are the actions. And he also seems to think that mathematics has... Every aspect of mathematics has to have a real-world equivalent. Which is just silly. We've invented numbers to explain things. How many rocks does Ugg need? If Ugg says, many rock, that's pretty sufficient. But then you get to a point where it's like, I want to give you something for those shiny rocks. Okay? How many shiny rocks you want? Many. And what will you give me? Few. It's like, well, how many? I mean, if he says 1 times 1 equals 2, what does 1 times 2 equal? 4? We might get sacked. Yeah, he's a Fruit Loop. This is videos about his shocking discovery. I just hate that these idiots now have a platform.
Well, no, and this is going to make them angry. I'm at the point now where I'm ready to war. So I challenge any chemist, any physicist, any astrophysicist, any cosmologist, any biologist, anyone within the fields of science to come and challenge me. These are proofs. This isn't theories anymore. Theories are written out and need to be proven. These are geometric proofs.
Before we delve deeper into the concept he's explaining, let me share something very interesting posting that truly caught my attention. After making all the information public, Terrence faced significant criticism and ridicule in the mainstream media. Interestingly, a typical pattern is observed. First is ridicule.
Platonic solids?
Right. Aren't you getting a star?
He's rebuilding the universe. You're going, well, you're getting a star.
Initially, the person's ideas or statements are mocked, making it challenging for them to be taken seriously by
No. It's not us mocking him that's making it hard to take him seriously. It's the derangement. Don't make out that his ideas are being mocked unfairly. The guy's a moron.
others. Second event, opposition.
But if you go by your logic, and if you define beforehand that something, like, logically it makes the most sense that 1 times 1, and then that's where the mathematical convention comes in, and that's like most large part of math is convention. It's how it has been defined. It's a matter of definition.
With that thing that I showed you, did you look at the square root of 2? Do you think that that's a loop, that's a natural thing with the square root of 2? Did you believe that?
Pi, there's like not a mathematical...
No, it's not the same though. It's not the same with pi. What we just did, we multiplied it, we cubed the number, and then we divided it by 2, and we cubed it again and divided it by 2, and we did that a number of times, and that number still remained the same exact number, which we...
Yes, because you're doing it...
No, cannot happen.
The third one is acceptance. There's a potential final stage where the public's perception begins to shift. The ideas or the person that were once ridiculed and opposed might start to see some level of acceptance.
No matter how attached to it we are, no matter how much, if you find out that the foundation of your house is about to crack and you've got many...
Inverse operation of 2 times.
If 4 divided by 2 is the inverse operation of 2 times 2 equals 4, then it would naturally follow that 2 divided by 1 is the inverse operation of 1 times 1 equals 2. That's what he's got. This is like this thing I saw the other day, this TikTok, where this guy, he says, alright, we each put $20 on the table, and then he goes, no, I'm going to buy that pack of Pokemon from you. I'm going to give you $30 for that, and then I take the 40. Right? And he's like, there, we both made $30. It's like the old Abbott and Costello sketch. Can you give me 2 10s for a 5? He's just upset. The number 1 doesn't make sense to him, apparently. What is this? Is this channel full of people saying this is great? Brave enough to shake our minds and make us think. This is so sad. What a world. What a world. Zero brain cells times 0 brain cells equals Terrence Howard. zone. Good point, Philip. Thank you, Grog. You are one fine piece of ham. The crying out of the line bites. Like I was asking the other day, what am I meant to do? Do they expect me to chase down the line bite? Fuck. Damn it. Man, this team absolutely sucks. I mean, we're doomed. I'm down in Bristol for a couple of days next week, filming something, but I'll be back Wednesday evening. Should be back Wednesday evening. No, not games night. Not a games night. I'm not down for long enough. I'm fucking tired, boys. This challenge sucks. Of all the clubs. This is just a season of me waiting to get relegated and fired. Or even just waiting to get fired. I'd like to see who'd managed to do well. God damn. We're doing very badly. Barkley will only get worse from here. Oi, 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 oi. To be fair, we're so... managing our club is so cheap, we're actually making good money. Just going full attack. This team is abysmal. We literally don't have a single player that is a Premier League player. They're all like Championship at best. my team so bad? I don't know what the hardest start I've done is. Fuck the MLS. Right. Sorry, team. I've got a bit of an upset stomach, but I'll be on later, and hopefully we'll be doing some dotes and finishing off this playthrough whereby I get fired, because this has gone terribly. This is the same formation I've used to win pretty much everything everywhere that I've been. LUTON just can't make it work. Can't make it work. I don't know why. Maybe because they're shit. Anyway, I will see you guys this evening. Cheers for watching. We'll keep running this campaign. If I stream it the weekend, probably this evening as well when I'm doing dotes. I know they wanted me to do the FM challenge, and I'm going to persist with that, but I'm not feeling great. So I just need to lie down, basically. I will see you guys later. Cheers. Bye, bye, bye.